You are a captain on a tomb of ice. Your breath hangs in the air like a ghost. Frost crawls across the bridge view screen. It paints star-strewn patterns over the deep, unending dark. The metal deck plates are so cold they burn. They leach heat through the soles of your boots. Every shiver is a countdown. The Vindicator was once a proud vessel, a spearhead of the Terran Armada. Now it is a coffin drifting through the void. The core went critical 72 hours ago. A cascade failure left you with only emergency batteries. Those batteries now power a few dim lights. They also power the red blinking icon for life support. Your crew moves like specters in the gloom. Their faces are pale masks of exhaustion. Their eyes are hollowed out by hunger and cold. You see young Ensign, Oris, trying to warm his hands. He cups them around a flickering status light. The light offers no heat, only a false promise of it. You clench your jaw to stop your teeth from chattering. A captain must not show weakness. A captain must be the unmoving rock. But you are just as cold as they are. The chill has seeped into your bones. It is a slow, creeping death that you can feel in every nerve. Your first officer, Kalen, stands beside you. He is a statue carved from duty and regulation. His face is a grim, unreadable line. He believes in the chain of command. He believes in the sanctity of orders, even when those orders are a death sentence. He gestures to the locked chronosteel case on your command chair's armrest. Captain, the orders are clear. His voice is raspy from the dry, frigid air. We maintain this course. We do not deviate. We wait for rendezvous. The word rendezvous sounds like a joke, a very bad one. You look at the case. Inside are 10 data slates. Each one contains a chapter of your mission directives. High Command's infinite wisdom, sealed and sacred. The rendezvous point is 3 weeks away. Your ship will be a frozen derelict in 3 days. The math is simple. The math is cruel. There will be no rendezvous, Kalen, you say. Your voice is a low crackle. High Command assumed a functioning starship. We are a whisper away from becoming a memorial. He shakes his head slowly. The movement is stiff with cold and conviction. Assumptions do not negate directives. Our duty is to obey. A klaxon suddenly screams through the ship. It is a weak, dying sound. The emergency batteries can barely power it. Red lights flash across the bridge. They paint the frosted consoles in strokes of blood. The life support icon blinks faster. It is a frantic, failing heartbeat. The air thins. You can feel it in your lungs. Every breath is a little harder, a little colder, a little less satisfying. Panic begins to bloom in the eyes of your crew. You see it flicker from person to person. It is a contagion more dangerous than the cold. Your chief engineer, Lena, reports from her station. Her words come in ragged gasps. Atmosphere recyclers. Offline. Oxygen reserves are critical. We have maybe 6 hours, Captain. 6 hours. The words hang in the freezing air. They are heavier than any anchor. Hope is no longer a resource. It is a memory of a warmer time. You look at the faces of your people. They look to you for a miracle, for a plan, for anything other than the silent, frozen death that awaits them. But your hands are tied by duty. Your fate is sealed in that metal box. You stare at the chronosteel case. The orders, the sacred, untouchable orders. And in the desperate, silent dark, an idea forms. It is a dangerous idea. It is heresy. It is mutiny and treason and every crime in the book. It is also your only chance. Data slates are not just stored information. They are complex matrices of crystallized energy. They require a small internal power source to maintain data integrity. It is a tiny amount of power, insignificant on its own. But you have 10 of them. 10 little batteries. You think about the ship's emergency power converter. It is an archaic piece of equipment, designed to turn almost any energy source into usable heat, a last resort for a dying vessel, a tool for the truly desperate. You look around the bridge. You are the truly desperate. The thought is a spark in the cold void of your mind, a flicker of forbidden energy. What is more important, the ink on a page or the lives of your crew? The abstract concept of duty or the tangible reality of survival? You know the answer. You have always known. You turn to your first officer. Kalen, open the orders case. Your voice does not tremble. It is the voice of command, absolute and final. He stares at you. Disbelief wars with protocol on his frozen features. Captain, you cannot be serious. I have never been more serious, you reply. You walk to the command chair and run your gloved hand over the case. The energy in those slates can be converted. It can give us heat. It can give us time. The bridge crew stirs. Murmurs ripple through the frigid air. Hope and fear in equal measure. Kalen steps in front of you. He blocks your path. This is a direct violation of Armada Regulation 1138. We are forbidden from unsealing mission directives before the designated time. It is treason. His hand rests on the sidearm at his belt. It is not a threat. It is a statement of fact. Then I am committing treason, you say, your eyes locked on his. Stand aside, Commander. The crew watches, their breath held tight in their chests. This is the moment, the breaking point, the line between a captain and a mutineer. You are about to cross it, and you are not sure who will follow. You do not wait for his compliance. You have the master override codes. You key them into the panel on the case. With a soft hiss of depressurizing air, the chrono steel box opens. Inside, nestled in foam, are the 10 black data slates. They look like dominoes lined up for a fall. You take the first one. It feels cold and heavy in your hand. This small rectangle holds the will of high command. The fate of worlds, perhaps. You look at Kalen. His face is a mask of horror. Captain, I am formally lodging a protest. This will be in my report. You almost smile. Make sure you spell my name correctly. You walk past him. You move toward the auxiliary control panel. The emergency power converter hums beneath it. It is a forgotten relic of a bygone era of starship design. Lena, your engineer, meets you there. Her eyes are wide, but she nods. She understands. She is a pragmatist. You slide the data slate into the converter's input slot. It fits perfectly. You engage the sequence. A low hum builds in the machine. The slate inside begins to glow. First a dull red, then a bright, defiant orange. It ignites with a forbidden, warming light. A wave of warmth rolls out from the converter. It is not a blast of heat. It is a gentle, pervasive wave. It feels like the first sun on your face after a long winter. The frost on the nearby consoles begins to melt. It drips down in tiny, life-affirming rivulets. A collective sigh washes over the bridge. It is a sound of pure, unadulterated relief. Crew members close their eyes. They turn their faces toward the source of the heat. They breathe it in. For the first time in days, the air does not burn their lungs. It soothes them. Ensign Oris holds his hands out. He's no longer trying to warm them on a dead light. He's feeling real heat. A genuine smile breaks across his chapped lips. It is a fragile thing, but it is real. It is a victory. You watch them. You see the renewed faith in their eyes as they look at you. You are no longer just their captain. You are their savior, the one who chose them over doctrine, the one who burned Holy Scripture to keep them warm. It is a heavy burden. But for now, it feels like triumph. You turn back to your first officer. Kalen is staring at the glowing converter. His rigid posture has slumped. The shock on his face is profound. He has dedicated his life to a system of rules. You have just shown him that those rules do not care if he lives or dies. He looks from the converter to you, then to the crew. He sees the hope on their faces. He sees the loyalty in their eyes, a loyalty now directed solely at you. He opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. What can he say? The warmth on his own face is a testament to your crime. He slowly unclasps his hand from his sidearm. He lets it fall to his side. It is a gesture of surrender, of defeat, of a shattered worldview. He gives a single, almost imperceptible nod. The mutiny is over before it truly began. Or perhaps this is when it truly started. You are now the captain of outlaws. The crew of the Vindicator is no longer bound by Armada law. They are bound to you, by a shared act of defiance, by a single, precious breath of warm air. You have broken your oath to high command, but you have kept a more important one, the one to your people. The warmth is a fleeting, precious gift. The first data slate burns out after an hour. Its stored energy is converted entirely into heat and then gone. The cold begins to creep back in. The frost starts to reclaim its territory on the view screen. The brief respite is over. You burn the second slate, then the third. Each one buys you another hour of life, another hour of warmth, another hour for your crew to huddle together. They share stories in low whispers. They remember what it felt like to not be cold. You have given them a memory of home. But you are a captain. You deal in logistics, not in memories. You have 10 slates in total. At this rate, you have less than half a day. You have bought hours, but you need a miracle. You are burning your way through your only leverage against the void. And the void is patient. Lena confirms your fears. The heat is helping, Captain. But it's not enough to restart the core. We're just postponing the inevitable. You nod. You knew this. The warmth was never the solution. It was the tool you needed to find one. It was the fuel for hope. Now you need to find something for that hope to burn. With the fourth slate burning, you turn your attention to the ship's long-range sensors. They are barely functional, but they are drawing just enough power to give you a ghost of a reading. Your original mission, the one detailed on those burning slates, was to investigate a deep space anomaly. High Command had called it Object Rho 7, a gravitational and energy signature that made no sense. Your sealed orders were to approach, observe from a safe distance, and report. You were a glorified delivery driver for a telescope. The rendezvous was for your report. The irony is not lost on you. Now, that same anomaly calls to you. A strange signal pulses from the void nearby. It is faint, a rhythmic pulse that was previously dismissed as background noise. But with the ship silent and dying, you can hear it, a whisper in the dark. It is not a natural phenomenon. It is artificial. Kalen, you say, your voice steady. Put that signal on the main screen. He hesitates for only a second before complying. The image is a mess of static, but through the snow, you see it. A repeating pattern, a beacon, a lighthouse in the endless, starless ocean. Someone, or something, is out there. You look at the pulsing signal. Then you look at the 6 remaining data slates. 6 hours of warmth, 6 hours of life, or 6 hours of engine power. It is a gamble. A desperate, insane gamble. But you are fresh out of sane options. Lena, you ask, can you divert the converter's output? Not to environmental, to the maneuvering thrusters. She looks at you, her eyes widening. Captain, the power is unstable. It's a dirty burn. It could overload the system. You meet her gaze. Can you do it? She bites her lip, then nods. I can try. You stand before your bridge crew. High Command sent us here to die quietly. They told us to hold our course and freeze. I say we make a little noise first. A murmur of agreement runs through the crew. They are with you, all the way to the end. You point to the anomaly on the screen. That is our new course. We are no longer waiting for a rendezvous that will never come. We are charting a path toward pure survival. You turn to your helm officer. Take us in, slow and steady. Without orders, without authority, you are flying into the heart of the unknown. The journey is agonizingly slow. You burn 2 more slates just to cross the distance. The ship groans and protests. The dirty power makes the lights flicker and die. You are navigating by starlight and guts. Finally, you arrive. The signal stops. You are at its source. It hangs in the void before you. Silent, ancient, impossibly large. It is not a ship. It is not a station. It is a structure. A massive, intricate lattice of some dark, non-reflective material. It seems to drink the light of the distant stars. It is shaped like a complex key, or a circuit. Its scale is staggering. Your vessel, the Vindicator, is a mere speck of dust beside it. The relic stretches for kilometers in every direction. No lights shine from it. No energy readings emanate from its surface. It is utterly inert. A ghost haunting the space between galaxies. Your sensors can make no sense of it. The material is unknown. The design is beyond any known principles of engineering. It is a silent, star-born testament to a power you cannot comprehend. And it is the last thing you will ever see, unless you do something truly foolish, something even more heretical than burning your orders. You have 2 data slates left, 2 hours of heat, or a few more minutes of thruster control. The ship's internal temperature is plummeting again. The last of the residual warmth has faded. Your window of opportunity is closing. It is now or never. Lena's voice is a strained whisper over the comm. Captain, we're on our last legs. Another 10 minutes and the batteries will be completely drained. After that, we can't even burn the slates. The finality of her words hangs in the air. The ship will die, and you will die with it. You look at the alien relic, this silent, sleeping giant. You see a point near its center. An indentation? A docking port, maybe? It is shaped in a way that seems almost receptive. It is a lock, and you are holding the last, desperate key. We're going to connect to it, you announce. The bridge goes silent. Even the groaning of the dying ship seems to pause. Kalen stares at you. Captain, we have no idea what it is. It could be a weapon, a power drain, anything. You nod. I know. It could be salvation or oblivion. At this point, I'll take the 50-50 odds. You give the order. Lena, burn the last 2 slates. All power to the forward docking clamps. Helm, take us in. The ship lurches forward. It is a clumsy, dying movement. You are a moth flying into a flame of unknown origin. The final moments of your journey are a slow, tense crawl. The docking clamps extend from your ship's nose. They are designed for Terran starports, not for ancient alien monoliths. But as they approach the strange indentation, the relic responds. Lines of faint blue light trace across its dark surface. They converge on the point of contact. The port opens like an iris. The clamps lock into place with a shuddering clang that echoes through your ship. For a moment, nothing happens. Silence. The cold. The dark. Then, the relic awakens. A wave of world-shattering energy pours into your vessel. The lights on the bridge don't just turn on, they explode in a flash of white. The ship is seized. It is thrown across the star-strewn canvas. The view screen is a blur of colors you have never seen. A tunnel of impossible geometry forms around you. You are not flying. You are being pulled, dragged through the very fabric of space. It is terrifying. It is beautiful. It is the end of one journey and the violent birth of another. The chaos ends as suddenly as it began. Your ship drops out of the vortex. It comes to a dead stop in a new, unfamiliar sector of space. The emergency lights flicker on, then the main lights, then the consoles beep and whir back to life. A low, steady hum fills the ship, the hum of a fully powered, fully functional core. Lena's voice, full of awe, crackles over the comm. "Captain, I don't know how. But the core is stable. All systems are green. The ship, it's healed." A cheer erupts on the bridge. It is a wild, joyful, disbelieving sound. People are laughing. They are hugging. They are alive. You look at the view screen. Outside is a nebula of vibrant, swirling colors. Purple, green, and gold. It is a place no Terran has ever seen. You are lost. Utterly and completely lost. High Command will never find you. You are fugitives, exiles. But you are warm, and you are free. Kalen stands beside you. He looks out at the new stars. "What are your orders, Captain?" he asks. There is no challenge in his voice, only respect. You look at the faces of your crew, your family, forged in the cold and reborn in fire. Your new orders are simple. "We survive," you say, together.